Make sure you stay until the end. 3 things need to be replaced every time you replace a belt, and if you don't replace it on time, it will happen, these guys, and you'll be stuck in the middle of nowhere. Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics, guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video, guys, to any of you having a BMW 3 or 4 series. If you want to know when to replace serpentine belts, David will explain that, so that doesn't happen to you. If it does, you will be stuck in the middle of nowhere. Your alternator will not be charging, your AC compressor will not be running, guys. So all that will be covered in this video today. When you need to replace it and what 3 components you should always replace when replacing a belt. Before we start, guys, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We constantly take them apart, we show you how to fix pretty much anything. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need, guys, in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos. And if you guys need to buy any parts, tools for your BMW or any car, check out the link in the description of the video below, guys. That's where we get all our tools and supplies from. Check it out. So let's go ahead, start on it now. So let's explain now when you need to replace your belt, guys. So let's talk when they fail, okay, and things like that. So we'll be demonstrating here for the Continental belt. Some belts might differ, you need to check with your specific belt manufacturer, but we'll recommend what Continental recommends and when our failed, guys. Okay, and you can see right here, that's the belt that we have, guys, that failed completely without warning, no signs, no warnings. Oh, it's sitting. It was a hot day, I turned the AC on, and all of a sudden, okay, I just felt warm air coming through the vents. I saw the alternator not charging light on the dash, and I knew that the belt was damaged. Good thing I was really close to the house, so I could just turn around and park the car. But if you're in the middle of nowhere, you have limited time to drive your car. We have a special video that explains how long I can drive without serpentine belt BMW, guys. Check it out, it will teach you all about that. I think it's on our YouTube channel, How to Repair, guys. So when you need to replace it, guys, first 3 things you should always replace when replacing the belt. 1, serpentine belt. 2, tensioner assembly with the pulley, so you get a new pulley, new bearing, tensioner assembly. And 3, you need to replace the bolts for the tensioner. Those bolts need to be new bolts every time you replace it, guys. If you have an idle pulley on your engine, idle pulley, you need to replace it as well. So the belts, guys, okay, right here, if you look now, okay, this is the package for the belt, Continental. If you look on the back side, it says, guys, that you need to inspect it every 60,000 miles and replace it every 90,000 miles. Our belt failed at 105,000 miles. So it was a little bit over 90,000 miles when they recommend to replace it, but at 105 it just failed. And coming to think, this is a 9-year-old vehicle, so it's been exposed to quite a bit of heat. We live in a hot climate, so hot cold can affect them as well, guys. So I recommend, okay, inspect them at 60, and myself, I replace it every 60,000 miles. I don't take chances, guys, usually. So hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.